The following podcast is a Lady K Enterprises production.
Lady K.
Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to Lady K Chat, a podcast that is designed for all women to become better versions of themselves, which is broadcast every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Various subjects will be speaked upon, such as relationships, personal development, health and wellness, wealth building, children, and so much more. She is a two-time Amazon best-selling author, an international speaker, and life coach. She is Kalima, aka Lady K. And now for your host, Lady K.
Hello, ladies, and thank you for tuning in into this episode of Wisdom. Ladies, I know we are smart, beautiful, and intelligent women, and we do have wisdom, but I do want to bring something to our attention where sometimes we tend to get caught up because our situation, and I just feel like I just want to bring some type of awareness to you because, again, we have wisdom. We are strong-minded, wonderful women who are doing our damn things, and I'm so excited because it is 2020, and us women, we are on the rise. We're on the rise for entrepreneurship, for our careers, leading our household. I can go on and on about the many things that we accomplished, but I do want to let you know in some areas we got to tune up our wisdom. So what I'm actually talking about is we have to be careful who we consume advice from. Yes, I did say consume because it does matters. Let me tell you something, and this is where it stemmed from. Yes, I'm grateful for the Facebook groups and the other social media platforms where it's allowing people to create groups and to create a safe place for people to open up and vent. But again, ladies, we have to use our wisdom and we have to be very careful. So going back to my story, I was in a group and there was a woman talking about a situation between her and her husband. And she just needed I can tell she just needed some comfort. So I'm going to actually talk about from both sides. I'm going to talk about from both perspectives. But when she made a comment about her spouse, the ladies of the group, they immediately went into attack mode and they start butchering the husband. And, and I understand it bothered and it troubled some of the ladies. Now, I just want to let you know something. Because you're like, what did he do? It had nothing to do with no type of abuse. It just was his wife was excited about something and he wasn't there yet. That's pretty much what it was all about. But the women came in there bashing. Okay. So for the ladies who's frustrated, walking around needing advice, ladies, you should not post in a group where there is a combination of single women, bitter women, uneducated women. Yes, I have to say that because some women are not educated in the marriage field. And again, we have to be careful where we're getting our advice from. If you were in a marriage group and you came to that issue, you are going to assume that most of these women that's in this group, they are married women and they can give me some type of advice. So I'm saying this to you ladies again, you need to be careful where you're getting your information from. Even though I am a divorced woman, it does not matter. I have the experience of a married woman, and I would never tell another woman, "Oh, you need to lose your husband. You need to do what you do. Don't consider him into any of your plans." And I would never, because one, everybody's situation is different. You don't know all the details. It can just be that one situation that she just needs to hear some good advice from. And again, for the women, let me talk on the women's side who are bashing, or the women who wants to give advice to another woman. I want to tell you ladies something. If you're not married, I'm sorry, you need to be very careful how you speak to a married woman. If you are single and you've been through nothing but bad relationships, I'm sorry. You should not. You should not. And what I mean, you should not give advice unless you're going to come from a positive and strong standpoint. Unless you're going to say, hey, lady, you know what? I empathize with you. I'm sorry that you had to go through this. And I'm not trying to tell you how to say it, but I'm just letting you know to be mindful. Because not every woman needs that bashing moment. She needs encouragement in her marriage. She needs to know that her marriage is important. She needs to know that her marriage is possible. Especially in the African American community. We have been conditioned for so long, a lot of single mothers, that we can do it on our own. And when this man does come into our life, I can still do it with or without you. Yes, it's great to have that mindset, knowing that regardless of the circumstances, you are able to bounce on your 2 feet. But when you are married, that is different. You cannot exclude your husband. But we're just going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Lady K Enterprises are now licensed in the state of Pennsylvania and New York to help you with your insurance needs from auto, homeowner, life insurance, and home security. For additional information, please text the word insurance to 844-446-5374. Again, for additional information, please text the word insurance to 844-446-5374.
Now, that is just one situation that I'm just talking about. I just wanted to bring that to attention because, again, we have to be mindful of the advice that we are giving women. It doesn't matter if she's a married woman. It doesn't matter if she's a battered woman. It does not matter if it doesn't matter. That's the whole point. What does matter is the tone that you come for her. It matters that you empathize with her first and say, you know what, sister, again, I'm sorry that you had to go through this. And then you can proceed, well, you know what? Maybe he had a bad day. Maybe you had a bad day. Maybe you read it wrong. There's something. I just want you ladies just to take a pause and think clearly. Do not think with your emotions, because let me tell you something, there was a lot of emotions on that thread ready to rip a man apart. And listen, I know, I get it. I myself have been there and I have done that. But when I was involved in certain situations, I went to certain people to talk about my issues. Because again, you can't go to any and everybody. And then let me tell you something, it is wonderful. Excuse me. It is so wonderful and amazing when you have women in your corner that's ready to jump with you when something goes down. That is wonderful. That they're willing to go in the boxing ring with you against your opponent. That is wonderful. But sometimes you don't need that all the time. You have to know who to call. If you need that gangster girlfriend, yes, call her to say, okay, we about to go set this right. If you need that woman to say, hey, I need you to get your thoughts. We all have those friends that comes in these different forms, and you have to know who to get it from. So again, ladies, I'm going to talk again that we have to be mindful, because we are all beautiful, smart, intelligent women, but we have to be mindful who we get our advice from. It's the same concept of, you trying to find out how can you be a millionaire and you talking to your friend who never invested in themselves. They never took a course about leadership. They never took a course about business. They just giving you from their perspective. And it's cool. And then again, it's not cool. So ladies, again, this is just a reminder that, just to be cautious and mindful about the words that come out of our mouth. Because again, we all know that there is life in the death in the tongue. The tongue is such a powerful tool. And please believe me, let me tell you something. In my youth years, my mouth was reckless. And I told her how it is, and I didn't care, and I just had to get my point across. But as I got older and I'm mature, I realized you can't do that. So again, we all need reminders, and there's nothing wrong with it. And we just need, you know what, at the end of the day, you know what we want? We just want someone to care. But we need to do it with love, though. When you care on someone, do it with love. Don't be envious, jealous, any of that, because you never know what that person is going through. And all they need is a lending ear. So ladies, I hope this helped tonight. I hope this was valuable information. Again, I want to thank you for tuning in and listening to my standpoint on this aspect of who you are receiving advice from. Continue to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Lady K Chat, and on my website I can be found at www.ladykenterprisesinc.com. You ladies have a wonderful night.